Mexican moonshine, Mexican moonshine.
Hola good people, my name is Roger Klein. I am a musician and I also am the man behind Mexican Moonshine Tequila.
Mexican moonshine.
Mexican Moonshine is an ultra premium tequila. It is tequila made in Tequila, Mexico. It's made to sip and enjoy that way. It's a spirit meant to bring people together. It is an organic lowland agave brew that we have a silver, a reposado, and an añejo, and we've recently, since 2013, we've won, in 2012, our reposado was awarded Best of the Best by Tequila.net, Best of the Best Reposado. In 2013, we won, our añejo won gold, our silver won silver, and our reposado won gold at Spirits of Mexico in San Diego. So we won 3 international awards that way. And then in 2014, just recently, a couple of months ago, our añejo won gold, and our reposado won silver, and our silver won silver at San Francisco World Spirits Competition. And then since then, we've also been granted or been awarded a prestigious title of Brand of Promise by TequilaAficionado.com. So the quality is starting to be recognized by the connoisseurs, and we're just trying to get the good tequila out to the good people.
In any language every day.
History of Mexican Moonshine. The first Mexican Moonshine is named after a song that I wrote on an album that we released in 2004. The album was called Americano, and the song was called Mexican Moonshine. Mexican Moonshine is a double entendre. It's supposed to be both tequila and also sort of luminous spirit, anything celebratory and wonderful. So I named the spirit after this song. I was actually approached down here by a couple of allies who help us run our event, Circus Mexicus, both Joe and Manny, said that they were already making tequilas for their bars, and they wondered if I would be interested in putting the label Mexican Moonshine on that tequila just for the event. And so we did, to have fun, and we made 1,000 bottles, and it sold out very quickly. It was very popular. And so when I asked, well, a lot of fans asked if we would do it again, and in sort of doing the research on how to do it right, Joe and Manny didn't have the facilities to create sort of a scale and a volume and the exact tequila that I was looking for. So we geared up another business and began Salud Spirits, which carries Mexican Moonshine. Tequila is my favorite spirit. I've probably been exposed or been enjoying tequila for a little too long. I grew up in Arizona, son of ranchers in southeast Arizona, and when I was a kid, we would go back and forth across the border before it was any big deal, and we would trade labor and saddles and pipe and stuff. And oftentimes we would get some really, really good tequila sort of in exchange for helping out. And I was exposed to tequila when I was probably 13 or 14 years old, and it's just been my spirit of choice. I have and it figures largely also in our songs. We have a lot of tequila references in our music. They're all tequila made in tequila from a little distillery called La Fábrica de los Tequilas Finos. They're a small ma and pa boutique distillery. They use lowland organic agaves. All of our marks are double distilled and triple filtered, and they take the time to remove fusel oils, aldehydes, and methanols, which are primary villains in creating hangover. So it's a very, very clean liquor. It's meant to sip. The reposado is aged 9 months in Kentucky bourbon barrels, and the añejo is 18 months in white oak Kentucky bourbon barrels. The one I would mix with and that we use here at Bandidos is the silver, and it lights up a margarita very, very well. The other two I recommend not mixing so much, but they do work. You just lose the subtleties if you put them in drink mixes. We don't need salt and lime, and I actually recommend not doing them as shots. You should sit and sip and enjoy in good company. But I recommend keeping it room temperature, not freezing it, because freezing alcohol really doesn't allow you to taste it in the same way, and our tequilas are meant to be savored. It's a really good question. There are a lot of world-class tequilas out there, and we're amongst them. This is just the tequila that I got to make, that I partnered with a distillery and expert distillers to create what I wanted to be the old school Hacienda tabletop tequila, instead of the stuff that you need salt or lime or need to flinch with. It's just made to be easygoing, made to smolder, not burn, and it harkens back to the great tequilas of the early last century, before World War II, when the United States couldn't get our liquor from Europe anymore, and we started importing more stuff from Canada and from Mexico. And since the American appetite for alcohol was quite large, you know, our appetite for tequila outstripped the supply. So the demand was greater than the supply, and at that point, Mexico started creating sort of cheaper tequilas to fill that demand, and tequila sort of has suffered as a spirit. A lot of tequilas out there that say just tequila, say made with blue agave, but aren't 100% blue agave. And in as much as, well, in that case, they're allowed to add colorings and actually other alcohols of up to 49% in volume, which really isn't tequila. It's just this thing is called tequila, but it's not true tequila. That. So I was trying to find something that was excellent the way it used to be. Yeah, I got to meet everybody from the jornaleros to the people who distill. I got to tour our distillery and sit for actually a long time and have interviews with our master distillers down there. So I'm very involved in the process.
Blocks and a Mexican flag on the moon.
That happened. It happened really kind of organically. We look for ways we can help the community, and actually a gentleman on the board of directors has a friend who's on the Rockies, and said, why don't we sponsor this team? You know, they're great. They're doing a lot with a little, and they could use a little help. And so we just decided to do so. And I got a hat, and I get to meet the team. I'm kind of a fan, so it's a thrill. We've been working for a long time with La Esperanza para los Niños. We do a charity golf event in January that benefits that organization, and we do a hot dog and a smile out at JJ's for Circus Mexicus, where we encourage people from the United States or anywhere around to bring anything that is gently used and useful for the orphanage, from paper towels to soap to soccer balls to light bulbs. Anything that they can bring down helps, and all the money that we earn for that barbecue and for the charity golf tournament, we give directly to the orphanage for their operating costs. And our soccer tournament on Saturday during Circus Mexicus also goes to benefit Youth Sports Foundation, headed by Rick Busa here in Rocky.
Mexican moonshine. Mexican moonshine.
I love sharing this place. I hope it continues to grow in the way it is. It's had its starts and stops, but it's a wonderful community it's very people-centric. It's not just about chasing a dollar bill. It's a real community, and it's authentic and friendly and welcoming, and I definitely recommend people come to Rocky Point.
Let the world count crow's feet. Baby, we can call them lifelines. Let me hear you